And here comes the tournament number 3 seed, Rafayel HOVHANNISYAN, 24 years of age, 2022 European champion at the event that was in the capital of his hometown, Yerevan, Armenia. At last year's, or the last edition of the World Championships in Tashkent, he was a quarter-finalist, so he'd gone at least one better. And at the quarter-finals here, he prevailed over the tough, highly skilled two-time Olympian from Ecuador, Marlo Delgado, in a contest that was really hard fought. Delgado, a really active 86-kilogram cruiserweight, and he prevailed on a 4-1 split. Well, as for Aliaksei ALFIORAU, the tournament number 2 seed is seeking a return to the World Championship final, because Andy Clark and I were ringside at what was then the Stark Arena in Belgrade when he was outpointed by Robbie Gonzalez in one of the best World Championship gold medal bouts you could ever hope to see. Filled with incidents, filled with drama, he came away with silver on that occasion. He's the current European Championship silver medalist because he was forced to retire at the end of the first round against the man who was just booked in place in the final, and that's Sharabutdin Atayev of Russia. So here comes Aliaksei ALFIORAU, who has been sensational so far in the quarter-final. His battle against the king of the African continent, Kabeji Peter of DR Congo, was absolutely sensational. He took an 8 count in the second round because Peter was docked a point in the first for not keeping his head up, lost that first round unanimously, came out gangbusters in the second, gave his man an 8 count, but ALFIORAU still prevailing on a unanimous point decision win. But it has been a hard tournament for him from a physical standpoint. His round of 16 victory over Parviz Karimov of Tajikistan was absolutely wonderful to behold. Targeted the body repeatedly, and then eventually Karimov had to employ the half cover guard, left his chin open, and this man operating exclusively as a southpaw so far in the tournament, because he's a wonderful switch hitter. Well, he began to target the Tajikistan man's open chin. So this the semi-final stage of the 86-kilogram cruiserweight division between boxers from Armenia and Belarus. The man who has just scored with a sharp-shooting left cross to the body and turning it into a bolo shot, and he's used that tactic impressively during this tournament. That is Aliaksei ALFIORAU, the tournament number 2 seed. The tournament number 3 seed is Rafayel HOVHANNISYAN of Armenia, the front foot pressure boxer who did get through with the right hand. ALFIORAU, by operating with this relaxed guard, does leave his chin as a potentially open target, and in the event that it's found, he does have a stout set of whiskers. But how about that for a left-hand lead to disrupt the boxing stance of HOVHANNISYAN from ALFIORAU. Finding his range immediately. There's the left hand to the chin once again. So looking to just creep his way into range, but he hasn't done so with any consistency yet, is HOVHANNISYAN. And it's ALFIORAU in really dynamic mood to begin this first half of the round, contracting and expanding the distance on his terms, and a backhand out of the southpaw stance has deposited HOVHANNISYAN face first on the canvas, and the referee has waved it off immediately. This cruiserweight semi-final over in a blink. What an incident-filled first half of the round we have just witnessed, because he's landed the knockout shot but has sustained a significant injury to his right eye. Aliaksei ALFIORAU. But what a conclusion to the contest, courtesy of a perfectly timed left cross out of that southpaw stance.
A sensational shot, Dan, it really, really was. I've seen a few single punch knockouts over the course of this tournament. I've been very lucky like that, and that's another one there. And we could tell you they are rare in professional boxing, particularly in amateur boxing. Single punch stoppages, you do not see them very often, but we have been blessed with a good few over the last few days, and he just timed that perfectly, and he went down hard. He went down onto his side. He wasn't really moving, and the referee, as soon as he took one look at him, knew that he needed to wave it over. I'm just trying to get a look at that cut, because that is significant. He's got a final coming his way on Sunday, And I wonder if that might be some old damage that's come open because of the way that it's not really bleeding that much. I'm just looking at it there, and I just get the feeling that it could be. And if that's the case, then maybe they won't be too concerned about it. But they've certainly managed to stop any bleeding that there was really, really quickly. And that's what I'm not saying we're not concerned about the man we're looking at now. Of course we are, because health and safety is the most important thing. He looks to be okay. They'll need to keep a close eye on him overnight. But for ALFIORAU, let's hope that cut's okay, because you want a level playing field on Sunday.
Of directors member into the ring for the presentation.
So there's a bit of a closer look at that injured right eye. Nice to see that respect between the two boxers in a cruiserweight semi-final that has been brought to an end in the most emphatic fashion.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Luca Vadilonga calls stop the action at 1 minute and 28 seconds of round number 1. For your winner by knockout and advance into the finals. In the blue corner from Belarus, Aliaksei, ALFIORAU!
So Alexei ALFIORAU, the tournament number 2 seed, goes through to his second World Championship final to face off against Sharabuddin Atayev, a familiar rival, the tournament number 1 seed, as Rafayel HOVHANNISYAN receives his World Championship bronze. He's gone better than the quarter-final run in Tashkent 2 years ago, and he's got a global bronze to add to his European gold. Good to see that he's okay and moving around under his own coordination. He'll be bitterly disappointed, but I hope he can reflect on what has been an outstanding tournament with immense pride and build on it for the future. Only 24 years of age, and he's an immense talent. But ALFIORAU will be going through to the gold medal bout to give us number 1 against number 2 in a rematch from big-time finals.
It's such a brutal way to lose. It sounds like an incredibly obvious thing to say, but it really is, because something that was so full of possibility 1 second is over, and it's a semi-final, and you're standing there being handed this medal and this oversized check, and you might not even really know what's happening at that point. You might not have really come to terms with